What up, y'all? It's PBJ back at it again with another video. So, 4 years of arm wrestling. It has been 4 years, well, technically 4 years in a day, since I posted my very first arm wrestling video on YouTube. So, why didn't I post this yesterday? Well, to get in there real quick, I have been sick, as you could probably tell. I'm a little nasally, and it's been a lot harder to train, a lot harder to pretty much do anything and everything. And just in general, I've just really been training hard recently and trying to improve myself. And I do have an important match coming up on the right arm. So I'm hoping that when that match comes, I'll be ready. I'm doing everything I can to train for that. I will talk about that either later in this video or in a different video. But what I want to talk about in this video is 4 years of arm wrestling. Now, originally, I was going to make kind of a clip, or not a clip, but a video of many clips from this year. You know, arm wrestling, all the cool arm wrestles I had, and do the highlights and everything like that. But I am thinking that I also just want to spread this message, because so much happened this year. It's like, I don't feel I can put justice to how much this year's changed my life into just one video. I feel like it would take many, and it probably could have been cool to do it, but it just wasn't really resonating with me this time, because I don't know. Sometimes there are certain things that you want to do, but then you change your mind and you have a different idea. And especially when it comes to creative things like, videos, you can always change your mind. You can always decide, hey, I'm going to do this instead. Or, at the end of the day, you got to post what you want to post and what makes you happy. Don't post because you think people are going to like it or not like it. You know what I'm saying? But with all that out of the way, what I wanted to talk about in this video, for one, really think about, like, this year, 2023, right? We're about to be into 2024. And I want you to really reflect on what happened this year. I want you to really think, like, what did I do that improved myself this year? What did I do that made a change in my life this year? And if you don't know the answer to that question, then perhaps it is time to make that change. And of course, it's scary. I've talked about this before. It's very scary to try and make a new change, but I want you to know that trying your best defeats all else. So if you try your best and you fail, it is much better than never trying at all. I saw this quote where it was something along the lines of, you're basically not going to learn things by just reading them or thinking about them or viewing them. You're going to learn the most by actually doing whatever it is, right? You're going to learn the most by actually putting yourself where you need to be and trying your best, and that's where you learn. Maybe you suck at push-ups right now, right? You try to do a push-up and you don't understand the technique, the form, and it feels real weird, right? But you keep trying the push-up, and eventually maybe you learn, okay, well, I got to move my body this way in order for this to happen, and then, vice versa. Basically, think about, what did you do to improve this year? And what could you improve upon even right now? A lot of people think that just because the new year's right around the corner, I'll just wait till January to start. But now, literally right this moment is the time to start. And I feel like people, they kind of just, you put yourself to like a certain limit of time of when you can do something, but you can always do it. It's not necessarily the day that you do it that matters. It's just doing it in the first place, right? If it doesn't make a difference if I do it on Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday, what makes a difference is just starting. So it doesn't matter when you start. The best time to start is always right now. So just think about it this way, that if you have something that you want to do, just do it. Don't let fear stop you, because that's what you're going to do if you wait till January. You're letting the fear of this big change stop you. And, if your goal is to do more push-ups, right, then you can start doing them right now. You don't need to wait till January. You don't need to, put these restrictions on yourself, right? But beyond that, I learned a lot this year. And a lot of it I have shared in my videos, trying to, inspire you a bit, trying to show you, a perspective and, trying to help you out. But one really important thing I learned this year, and I feel like maybe it's something that I already knew, but I fully comprehended it and now put it into practice. Basically, it's the idea of never giving up. Now, I know it sounds very simple. It sounds like, oh, this is so cliche. I've heard never give up in so many different things. But what it really means to never give up, it's not easy. And it's simple in retrospect. Like when you look back at things and you kind of really think about them, it might seem easy, but in the moment that you're there struggling and you're failing, it is very obnoxiously difficult to actually never give up. Because sometimes you don't even know what that means in a different situation. Let's say everything went wrong in my day. Let's say I was just trying to have a good day and, I'm just going throughout my day and all these bad things just keep happening. All these bad things, they keep happening to me. I tripped. My knee scraped the concrete. I ordered a pizza and they gave me the wrong toppings. People that I thought were my friend ended up not being my friend. And then, all this stuff just keeps happening, right? Now let's say you're there. It's the middle of the day now. It's like 5 p.m. And now you've already decided, well, what's the point of continuing? What's the point of, I give up for today. I'm just gonna rest and just let it be because clearly this wasn't my day. The problem with that mentality is kind of this idea that I think of a lot, where how you do one thing is how you do everything. Now, what does that really mean? Well, if you half-ass everything that you do, if you half-ass and you cut corners, you're only ever going to get half-ass results, and you're only ever going to get the results you would get from cutting those corners. And you're probably going to take that into everything that you do. However, if you try your best and you actually put your best foot forward, because the only thing that makes you grow, and the same applies to muscle building, is not when you reach your limit, but when you actively attempt to surpass that limit. So if I know I can only do 5 pull-ups, right? Going for the 6th with everything that I have, that is what's going to stimulate that growth, right? So how it is if you're always trying your best at everything that you do, and you just, everything that you can give in that moment, if you give it and you truly do your best, you're always going to be improving. Now, if you sit there and you give up, there's no improving to be done. The same thing is going to be like that. But if you don't give up and you decide it's 5 p.m., you decide the day is still young. It's not over. It's not over. I'm gonna do something that can improve any little aspect about my life, and I'm just gonna try my best. And that's all you have to do. Because then maybe the next time you're in that situation and all these seemingly bad things happen, you realize maybe they weren't, for one, as bad as I thought they were. And for two, the way that I react will be different. Instead of cowering in a corner and instead of giving up because the day wasn't mine, I'm going to decide that the day is always the same, but it's how I react to the day that makes it good or bad. The day is always going to be the day, So to put positives and negatives on it, is to be within your mind. That is not within reality. Reality is the day is always the same. Even if it's sunny, even if it's rainy, how I react to that is what, in my mind, makes it a good or bad day. Because everyone is going to decide for themselves if they had a good or bad day. So this is what I'm going to say to you on this note. Never giving up. What it really means is when you're in that moment and you are brought down to the very element of who you are. When you're in that moment where you question everything, you don't even know if the things that you believe in, if you really believe in them anymore. When you're brought down and you even question your own dream, you question everything, and you still keep moving forward, even if it means to crawl, even if it means to move your hand 1 centimeter closer to being able to grab on to your dream and your goal. That's what you do. That's what it means to truly never give up. To truly never give up is to make a consistent effort to what it is that you want, despite adversity and all the bad things that happen. Because it is inevitable that unfavorable circumstances will reach you. However, it is also inevitable that a consistent effort will get you to where you want to go, so long as you don't give up. And I want you to think about this, because I know in those moments that it seems like there is nothing left. There is nothing left. You feel like you have done everything, but I promise you there is always 1% more. And when that fire begins to burn brightly again, you realize, what was I even thinking about? I'm just going to give it my all, and it's my perspective that counts. It's not the day. It's not what anybody said for me to think about the day. It is only in my own mind and my own perspective that will determine if I am going to keep moving forward. And that action is the only thing that separates me from me and any dream that I may have. It is action that will take you wherever you want to go. And that action results from never giving up and trying your best always. For people that just don't try in things that they do, they just don't give that effort. They will probably not give effort to many things that they do, if not everything that they do. They will give it a half-assed effort. They will not try their best. But to the people that try their best all the time and give it their all, and obviously this is differently applicable in different contexts. However, to always give it your all, you will always be growing. But if you just stay comfortable and you stay doing what you know that you already can do, you will not grow whatsoever, and your life will remain exactly the same. And that is what I've learned this year. To fall down, to get back up, and to give it my all. And I feel that that message is truly important to share with you. For anybody that has made it this far into the video, thank you. To all of the OG subscribers, the day ones, the people that were here within like my first 20 videos. I have probably, I believe, over 500 videos on this channel now. Maybe it's like 400 something. Either way, the people that were here at the very beginning when I had less than 1,000 subscribers, just thank you. I appreciate every single one of you, and every single person that views any of these videos. I truly appreciate it. Obviously, it doesn't tell me who the views are. I only know if you comment and let me know. So if you do that, I'll heart your comment. Please let me know what you thought of this video and all my videos. Just please let me know, and just thank you, because it's taken a lot of a lot of effort to get here, especially with this channel, my physique, and everything that I've done. And I just truly want to thank you for the greatest 4 years and 1 day that I didn't even think would even happen, but I just never gave up. And that's how I got to where I am today. And that is why I will continue to never give up, no matter the odds, because maybe it will inspire one of you. And if even one sees this message and gets inspired, that's all that I wanted. So, thank you to all my supporters. Thank you to everybody that made it this far, because I know some people, like, I do this sometimes where I watch YouTube videos, but I don't really watch the whole thing, you know? Sometimes, you know, maybe you're eating something, you finished what you're eating, you forgot about it, whatever. There are a lot of big things coming for this channel and for my life. I'm going to try to make improvements, and I'm going to try to just give it my best that I can. And yeah, just know that I got a big match coming up in February, specifically February 3rd. I am versing Tim Lewis on the right hand now. So we had a left arm match before, which is his dominant arm. But this time we're having a right arm match, which is my dominant arm. And his right is no joke either. So he's been recovering for a while, I believe, from an injury in a car accident, I believe. And basically his right was just not the same for a while, but I suppose it's getting a lot better now to where, you know, he wants to verse me now. So look out for that on February 3rd. I'll try to post it as soon after I leave the venue. I will try to post it. But I'll probably talk about this in another video as well. But just thank you. 4 years. And with all that being said, and if you have any ideas for this channel, please let me know in this comment section. I would really appreciate it. But like, comment, subscribe, and those 2 words I say at the end of every single video. Stay jacked. And I'll see you in the next one. Peace.